party. It's time to have some fun, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from KDKA TV studios in downtown Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
We have made it to Friday.
I feel like, was it yesterday or the day before? I said it's like the never-ending Monday lately anymore.
It has felt like it this week for
Yeah.
sure. And we hope here on Pittsburgh Today Live to give you a well-deserved break from everything that is going on because, you know, it's an anxiety-ridden time right now.
It's heavy. I think all of it is really heavy, and people are going through different things because of everything that's happening. Whether if you're a small business and you've had to close and you're kind of watching what's happening with your own bank account and wondering how you're going to pay your bills, or if you are seeing the silver lining in all of this and spending more time at home with your family. So, I mean, I think it's impacting people in different ways, for sure.
And so we do want to bring you up to date on really the very latest concerning the coronavirus. And of course, yesterday, Governor Tom Wolf came out saying non-life sustaining businesses should close at this point. And so that affects a lot of businesses. And this morning, we heard from Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. In fact, you interviewed him.
Yeah, I was able to talk with him. It was a good conversation. I think it brought a little bit of calmness to the situation, but also the reality of it.
Right.
And his big message was, listen, people, don't panic. I don't want you going to the grocery store and hoarding everything from the grocery store.
Right.
I want you to just look at your situation, be kind to others, and kind of try and settle into this new normal. So take a listen to what he had to say.
My message to them is that this is all going to be worked out. These kind of challenges aren't going to go away. We don't even know fully what these challenges will look like. Whether that's universal basic income during the period of this crisis, you know, we're waiting on a formal federal response and to marry our state's response into that. But as I said, it is not the time to panic. There's some confusion. Grocery stores are going to stay open. Gas stations are going to stay open. There's plenty of food. Be kind to one another. This is not the time to start clearing out your grocery store and creating a panic. This is really more about what our normal is going forward.
And that's great advice, to not panic. And you know what else? I kind of feel this with this show in particular anyway, and especially in moments like this. I feel like we're a family, but I feel like we're all sort of a Pittsburgh family, and we're connected, you know, I say electronically, through technology. Get with it, David. But, you know, I really do think there's a community there, and we all need to look out for one another.
We do. And we are seeing those little things happening where people are taking care of one another. The virtual tip jar that we had been talking about.
Yes.
Just things like that. So we are seeing people trying to help one another, ordering takeout from a restaurant, or even just like buying a gift card just so you can support that business.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So something else that was developing yesterday is that we have learned that Mayor Peduto is in self-quarantine.
Yeah, so he's taking this as a precaution.
Yes.
So for 14 days, he will be in self-quarantine. And here's the deal. He was at a conference in D.C. where 2 people tested positive for COVID-19. He feels fine, but he just wants to be extra careful, and he thanks everyone for what they're doing to try to stop the spread of this, because that's the measures that people need to take. You know, stay at home.
So everything that we've been seeing leading up to just today is that we are about 2 weeks behind what's happening in Italy. If things stay on course and track how things happen in Italy, we're about 2 weeks behind their numbers. And so we look to see what's happening there now. And as they are cooped up in their own homes dealing with this, there have been some viral videos that are kind of uplifting in a way.
Kind of uplifting. I mean, I think people do what they have to do to kind of lift each other's spirits up. And so there's videos of people singing together from their balconies, trying to make the best of this. So people are calling them quarantunes, if you will. And we have a few to share. So these are American ones. This first guy is from Boston, and he has changed the lyrics to Sweet Caroline. So listen to this.
Not reaching out, not touching me, not touching you. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I've been in fine
So he does this at the same time.
Right.
Every
so people
evening.
can chime in, his neighbors can chime in. And you know what else I like about this, Heather? Because we can't sing, but I don't think you have to sing to join into
No.
this, like be able to sing well to join into this. So, you know, it's just something that neighbors, when they're all cooped up, can do.
Well, you know, it's funny because we actually got an email from Susan Copen, our colleague here at KDKA, about something that I think is happening in Aspinwall tonight. They're doing a
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
And yeah, and so it's, you know, it's just a lot
It's
of fun.
tonight
to
at
see.
5 o'clock.
There we go.
So
5
people
o'clock.
are told they can go to their porch with their favorite beverage and toast to your neighbors.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
So we
in
are seeing things
Aspinwall.
even locally.
Yeah.
Okay, so another kind of fun, what are they called? Quarantune that's happening.
Quarantune.
And this one is a Pittsburgh-born jazz singer.
Yeah, we've featured him before in the show, Benny Benack III. So this is a remake of Put On a Happy Face. Listen.
Oh, but please don't leave your place. Don't be a tough guy and still go outside. Can you believe the nerve? Above all else, self-quarantine and we'll flatten the curve.
You know, anything to get the message out. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's really what it is. And if you can reach younger people, that's fantastic too. And speaking of younger people, so this is, again, with our musical theme. So there was this school district in California. They
This
had
is incredible.
Their choral festival was canceled. So students at Chino Hills did their performance online, and it has really taken off. So listen to this.
They've had so many views of this.
It's
I mean, it's
fantastic.
incredible. And it is, again, uplifting to
Right,
see.
and it's technology bringing us together, and they can sing, unlike me.
No, that's such a, you know what I think though is if we were reporting on this earlier, that more people have probably seen this and been aware and are now aware of this singing group.
Right.
As if they were to
exactly. Then if
compete
the
in
show
the-
went on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
So anyhow, so many things happening virtually at this point. Some gyms like Planet Fitness offering free online workout classes.
Right.
And this is even for non-members on their Facebook page. Also, virtual art classes are being offered on Facebook. So there's a lot.
There's a lot. And in fact, you know what we did yesterday? We looked up this online kids yoga and did
Oh,
it in
yeah?
the living room. Not well, but it's still, there are things like that that are popping up that are online that are keeping you active and busy and physically fit, even if you are stuck inside.
Right, and you were talking about trying to support restaurants that are going through a tough time right
Right.
now, because our hearts go out to them for sure. But so now there is this thing where you can do virtual tips. This was set up by Carnegie Mellon, and Halby Klein was telling us about this earlier in the week, Halby Klein from Pittsburgh Magazine. So the way it's set up, you can pick a restaurant and even an individual server and then send a virtual tip through this virtual tips device here. So we have a link for you at pittsburghtodaylive.com. And my friend Dr. Susan Baser reached out to me the other morning and said, also buy a gift card
Yeah.
to the restaurant, to your favorite restaurant, or maybe your hair salon, someplace that's closed right now that you know is going to reopen.
Right.
Eventually you'll be able to use that gift card. And it's right now, those business owners could use the money.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. We usually eat out at least once over the weekend. We usually get pizza on Friday nights, which we will continue to do. I mean, delivery is still an option. So yeah, if you're going to eat out anyways over the weekend, buy that gift card if you can't go in and dine out or take out. So.
Yeah, good advice. All right, we want to keep things as normal as we possibly can here on the show. And every Friday, we have the Friday Free-for-All. So we will answer your questions that you posted on our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. And first off, we got several votes for both Stromboli and quiches for what Heather is making in the kitchen today. But I want to tell you, Stromboli's edged out the quiche.
Okay, but here's what somebody said to me.
What?
They said, you know it's Friday. It's been the never-ending Monday. And they said, you know it's Friday, right? And I said, yeah. And Catholics don't eat meat on Fridays.
When you're making Stromboli.
It's going to be okay, though. It's
But
going to
you
be
know what?
okay.
You can save this recipe for another day.
For any day you want, any other day.
All right. Jenna Ann wrote in, thank you, PTL, for being a bright spot for so many during this time. Thank you very much for saying that, Jenna Ann. My question is, what is the hardest part of social distancing for you all?
I think it's really just missing the interaction, the
Missing the-
touches.
right.
I mean, even like we were taping a promo yesterday, and I said, I miss just brushing shoulders with you. I mean,
We brush
it's just-
shoulders on a regular basis.
It's
And you
just
know
a-
what? It's true. There's something about physical contact
Yeah.
that human beings need it. And you know, and of course, your very closest people at home, you still can have physical contact.
Right, absolutely.
But it really is a different thing. It's a different time that we're in.
Even handshakes. I think that's we meet a lot of people. We interview a lot of people on this show, and not being able to shake someone's hand, not being able to give them a hug if they're a regular, and say, "Hey,
I know,
nice
yeah,
to see."
exactly.
We're
both
difficult.
huggers.
We are.
We are huggers. So
you already knew that at home, though, didn't you?
yeah, you
can
probably
tell.
guessed that about us. All right, so Lois Ann is writing, how was it decided who would work from home and who would come to the studio? And that actually, the woman in charge, our news director, is sort of mapping this all out and figuring out how we can do this and work in sort of shifts and rotate. And so she has mapped that out. But we wanted to show you some behind the scenes pictures here of really the changes that have been taking place.
Yeah.
So, you know, you may have seen this on TV, but here's a picture where you see the whole setup. We've been interviewing guests outside. So this is Hal B. Klein outside with us earlier in the week. We have lights set up out there. Our chairs are distance apart, and it's one of the precautions. We have separate microphones, so no one's touching the same microphone. It's some of the steps you need to take. And we have another picture we want to show you, because we're going to be utilizing this today because it's raining out there. We got this tent up just in time, right outside the door at KDKA, and so we're going to be interviewing folks. Doug Oster and Selena are going to be out under the tent this morning.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of different things, and honestly, kudos to CBS and to KDKA here for taking these steps. I mean, I think that they have done. They may seem silly, but they're not silly. I mean, they are put in place for a reason, and so I just think that we've done a pretty good job of making sure that everybody's as safe as possible.
I agree with you. Yeah. All right, Wendy is asking a question that's totally of a different vein. What's your favorite color, and do you have a color you don't particularly like? I like the question, Wendy. What's your favorite color?
Pink, I guess.
See, and my favorite color is blue.
Is it?
Yeah, like a royal blue. In fact, a blue very similar to this blue.
Yeah, it's a good color on you.
Color.
Because you know why?
Well, thank you, Heather.
It looks good with your eyes.
Well,
really
thanks.
makes your eyes pop.
Do you have a color you don't like?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're usually like whatever color doesn't look good on you, right? I mean, I don't really know. I guess I don't have a.
I don't really have one picked out that I
like all the colors of the rainbow.
Like really bright yellow makes me look pale. I know that. All right. Bonnie is asking, if each one of you are quarantined, what would you do with the time? That's a lot, Bonnie. Yeah, I mean, if you're quarantined for 2 weeks, that's a lot of time. I would clean and organize the house.
Yeah. I would do that too.
That's my nature. Like if I had more time in my life, my house would be totally, because I actually enjoy, Gary, don't listen to this if you're listening. I enjoy cleaning and organizing.
I do too. You know what, this is so strange, but whenever I feel like a little anxious, I like to clean.
It's a sense of control, isn't it?
Right,
it's
that's what it
is.
is.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally am with you on that one.
We've solved it. We're going to clean if that happens. Okay.
Start cleaning the studio if we get stuck here.
Right. All right, well, we're talking about how some of our KDKA colleagues are working from home these days. And coming up next on PTL, we're going to check in with one of them to see how it is going. We are live at Christine Sorensen's house. Oh, boy. She is holed up with all 3 kids. We'll see what they're doing to make the most of this time with crafts and cooking. We hear some chores, too, and clearly a lot of fun. Christine shares some of their favorite pastimes that other families might like too.
She is so creative, so I'm looking forward to this.
She's great.
Also, we are making another home visit this morning with Penguin. Our PTL pup, Mikey Hood, is there with Penguin to see what he does when self-isolating at home. That's just ahead in today's Friday Pup Date.
Also ahead, why gardening is good for you in these times of uncertainty and social isolation. Doug Oster shows us how to get started on this therapeutic hobby with the big benefit of homegrown food sources. It's all ahead when PTL comes right back on this rainy Friday, the first full day of spring, March 20th, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for being with us.
You buried the lead.